Welcome to Go Fund Yourself. Watch up-and-coming entrepreneurs step into the spotlight to pitch their businesses to you. This is interactive TV. Like what you see, scan the on-screen QR code with your mobile device and invest in these businesses in real time. You decide whether to help these entrepreneurs' dreams come true or tell them to go fund yourself.
People are going to want to be behind you.
You need to show that up front.
Meet the titans ready to ask the questions you, the investors, want answered.
How do you make money?
Creator of Go Fund Yourself, Rory Kataya.
It makes sense to crowdfund something like this and get in now.
Jason Waller.
If you got nothing for cats, I'm out.
David Meltzer.
Things will go viral very quickly.
This isn't just entertainment.
Because there is a huge opportunity.
Gotcha.
I'm available to pitch this for you.
And now,
That's what I said.
it's time to go fund yourself. Marketing maverick Alyssa Jacobs and former NBA star turned entrepreneur Joe Wallace will be our guest titans as we welcome Holly Skaggs from Wild Tonic.
Wild Tonic is a fermented drink made with green tea and honey. The idea of fermentation captured me because it's the missing link to our health. I decided, okay, I'm going to make an amazing tasting beverage and get it out there so people can have fermentation back in their diets and be healthy again. Hi, my name is Holly Skaggs. I am the founder, creator, and queen bee of Wild Tonic. We are a revolutionary ferment made with green tea and honey, two superfoods. Green tea and honey are fermented together in this amazing beverage, and that makes them more bioavailable to the body. Wild Tonic is something that I created on my kitchen counter a decade ago. And so I'm excited to share the story with you.
Where are you at in the business? You sales already?
We started in 2015, and the business right before COVID was at $6 million in revenues.
Oh.
And it was well funded at the time. COVID hit, and also an unexpected divorce. My ex-husband of 17 years, basically told me that I wasn't welcome in my own company anymore. For 2 years, I was exiled, and I did get the company in the divorce. He ended up running with somebody else.
Sorry.
I know,
Wow.
it was.
But that's kind of sweet revenge now, isn't it?
Well, I got the company back in 2022. It was a very different company. I was terrified to walk back in the door because I didn't know anybody. All of my trusted employees were gone. 4 of them came back to their credit. And for the last 3 years, I've been bootstrapping it because I didn't get a bank account with the divorce. I got the company, but no way to support it. So it's been a really, probably the most challenging 3 years of my life.
How that last 3 years have there been sales though?
The sales are at 3 million roughly now.
Okay.
We've gone from a team of 50 people to a team of 15. Those 15 people are kick-ass. Like I would do anything for them, they would do anything for me. We've reduced our cost of goods by 40%. So, we used to be paying 67 cents for those beautiful blue bottles. We're now paying 37 cents. I've looked at the cost of honey. We were paying $2.30 a pound. We're now paying $1.65 a pound. We've done all of these things to improve our gross margins. And beverage doesn't usually get profitable until you reach between 8 and 10 million in revenues. So what we're doing now is we are laying a solid foundation for the business to really grow into the future. And like about a year ago, we got an email from the head buyer from Costco. And we're like, what? Does that even happen to a brand? My challenge today is I don't have the capital to build that inventory, to even build the packaging. And that's why I'm here today.
I created my own funding for women and women of color because my favorite color is green when it comes to business, and you make much more green investing in women than you do other people. So I just want to know how much you're raising.
Well, we're raising a minimum of 5, but up to 10 million to get us to profitability and beyond. We just won 150 doors at Giant Eagle that set in December, and we're just now launching into Safeway, Albertsons in Oregon. So we're starting to get this major traction with these larger chains, and that does take a significant amount of capital to build the inventory.
What's your valuation?
Our valuation right now on WeFunder is 27 million. And that's because we've invested $6 million into the equipment and the infrastructure at the facility. So roughly 13 million in equipment and infrastructure.
So the product is honey-based, is that It's honey-based?
It is honey-based.
And what are the outstanding properties of the drink if you had to describe it as why you should drink it, right?
So interesting that you asked that, because naturally athletes have been gravitating towards Wild Tonic. The head dietitian for the LA Dodgers started bringing Wild Tonic into his clubhouse for the players in 2016. He's now one of our investors. And so is Byron Scott from the Lakers.
I know Byron very well.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Byron very well. You should really promote
The
that.
Dodgers told the Angels told the Reds,
Why?
the Reds told the
Is it
Cardinals.
hydration? Why?
For energy, because
energy,
the
got it.
So
body,
these are energy drinks, not alcohol.
we have 3 lines. We have our non-alcohol line, which is our legacy line. That's what's in the blue bottles. Then we have our mocktails, which are in the standard cans. And then we have our hard gin, which is in these cans. So we have 3 lines within the company. They're all the same base.
Okay.
The alcohol is fermented a month longer. It won the most innovative beverage in 2017, Beverage Industry Magazine, and then
Wow.
COVID hit. So that was 40% of our sales prior to COVID. All went away overnight when the bars and the restaurants closed.
I see you pushing the yoga crowd. I mean, is that really the
Well,
demographic that
but
you're
it's
going after?
mostly the athletes, and
Okay,
it's organic, people who are runners. The body gets energy in 3 ways. It gets energy through protein, carbohydrate, or simple sugars.
Right.
It prefers simple sugars. Honey is a complex
Right.
sugar, so it's assimilated like the whole food in the body, and so it doesn't have the crash and burn of sugar.
Where are you selling it at now currently? What?
Erewhon is a big chain of ours. Whole Foods
Okay.
is a big chain, but Whole Foods only in the Southern Pacific region. And then natural grocers, a lot of small independents. We just started offering it online, and we're actually, the mocktails just won the Best of Arizona for Google search, but also the Tasting Table reviewed 12 different mocktails around the world. We won #1 out of 12 mocktails around the country
Amazing.
in Tasting Table. That's
Congratulations.
yeah.
that's,
So
that's
that's
a real
huge.
number.
we'd love for you to try them. So please.
Do you have a favorite?
They're kind of all my babies, so it's like, do you have a
Can't pick
favorite,
a favorite child? Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah,
I am.
I
I do
don't.
actually.
I am the favorite
All
child.
of them, all of them.
What is the ABV on the hard gin?
The hard gin is 5.6%.
So is that like slightly
It's like
above
a
beer, slightly
beer.
below wine?
Yeah,
kind of hybrid?
exactly.
You can actually smell the honey.
I can taste the honey,
You can actually smell the honey.
which is good. I
you
like
can
honey.
smell it in the orange dream.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking.
Do they all have to be tonic? The healthy soda market is wide open, and after tasting this, right, that's a great niche for you to
No, you're spot on. We struggle with that every day in the
That
sense
vertical.
of like a tonic to me is a health tonic. That's why I called it Wild Tonic. But then there's a lot of people who associate tonic with tonic water, say.
Right.
And so
right.
we're actually looking at pivoting and saying this is a wild gin because gin is becoming a category. A gin is a rare ferment, and it's a rare cousin of kombucha that they say originated in Tibet
Right.
as an elixir for enlightenment, as an elixir for energy.
Right.
And we're kind of bringing it into public awareness, and it's becoming a thing
Yeah.
on the West Coast. People know gin.
I would not go with John as much as here in Southern California we know it. I would go straight for the soda market.
Yeah. That's a good
I think
point.
it'll be a completely different conversation. There'll be a less of a learning curve that you have to, because you've been around, you know the product, it's positioned to be successful, and sometimes a subtle change of a name can make all the difference in the world.
When you are shopping with your kids in the store, the kids are the ones that are making some of the buying asks and decisions, right?
Yeah.
So being able to appease, they're not gonna read the healthy soda, they just see soda. No kid is gonna be like, I want the tonic, mommy, right? I really agree with the soda market, and I do think that Wild Fizz would absolutely crush as a brand name. I really do.
I tasted several of them, but I also tasted the Orange Dream. Fantastic.
I love that one.
I mean, I would want to drink that all the time. It's really that good. And I'm not just saying that, I mean it. It's really that good.
You're on track because of the boom for healthy elixirs and sodas and drinks. If you're gonna go back and take a look at rebranding some of this stuff, right? I think that, obviously change the tonic to soda. I think that there's a market for it. I don't think that anybody's kind of capitalized on the green tea and the honey mixture, right? That combination. I think it's got some legs to it. I think if you just rebrand it and kind of find what your focus needs to be, because I think for me, why do I need to drink green tea and honey you should be able to tell me that
Yeah.
this is the reason why you need to drink it, Jill.
Oh, yeah.
Other than it tastes good, but here go the health benefits of it. Have you thought about who you think would be a good branding partner?
We saw Matthew McConaughey drinking Wild Tonic on a podcast, and so we reached out to him. Sure enough, he's a fan. But
Okay, there we go.
Jordan Sparks, she just posted my
Jordan
favorite
did?
drink.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I know
Yeah.
Jordan.
And then Addison Rae also posted my favorite summer drink. So this is natural. This is organic.
Right.
I don't have the capital to pay these folks, but if you
Yeah.
guys think of a
Yeah.
celebrity that would be a good match for us and
But
you
even
know
that
them, I would
trifecta.
love an introduction.
Well, I can tell you right now, the first thing I would do is I would go to either one of those celebrities and I would say, let's do a formulation for you. Then they self-promote the brand without you having to come up with any kind of a financial payment. Did you know that Hailey Bieber's
The Erewhon
smoothie at
smoothie.
Erewhon's
Hailey
did
Bieber's Erewhon
$800 million
smoothie.
Wow.
at $20 a pop? So
I'm not
saying,
gonna lie, it's good too.
see, the celebrity branding.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It is big.
Well, this was an excellent presentation. There's a lot of value here and so much more to come. Great opportunity for investors for you. I suspect you're going to do really, really well. And we'll certainly lean into it and provide support.
One thing,
Yep.
we talk about it all the time, if people are investing watching the show, maybe you can send them some free product as well so then they can promote it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good
I
for
love
you.
it.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It was incredible to be in front of such accomplished, high-profile individuals like the Titans. I learned so much from listening to their expertise, where the market is trending in terms of sodas and how to do some rebrands and pivots, which we're actually already doing, but now that I hear it from them, we're really going to go full force in that direction.
You guys who are experts on this stuff think that there needs to be a soda-related direction, then that's a separate line. Don't screw up what you've already got in motion.
It's not hard to change the name. You can have the order say, hey, we're the same company, same product, we're just going to do a name change. That doesn't affect them. They don't care about that.
They
I would
do. Who
think,
knows what's driving their decision to put that on their shelf? Why jeopardize that deal? It's huge for her.
if you want to hit everybody, you're going to have to risk versus reward. Fulfill the order, but then look to say, here's what I'm going to do, and here's the future and how I can get everywhere else.
Start now, but don't actually shift consumer facing for another 6 months.
I think that makes sense.
Influencer and entrepreneur Natasha Graziano will be joining Joe Wallace as we welcome Poonam Bhuchar from Kozy Wheels.
My name's Poonam Bhuchar. I'm the founder of Kozy Wheels, customizable, fashion-forward wheelchair blankets. I'm still soaking the moment in that this could become a reality, but the word that would describe how I'm feeling is blessed. An opportunity like this doesn't come by every single day. Hi, Tysons.
Hello.
So,
Hi.
Today I have a product that is bigger, better, and bolder, and quite frankly, necessary. Kozy Wheels is joy-inducing, emotionally uplifting wheelchair blankets. Let me take you back to October 2022. I got that phone call that we all know that's coming, but don't want. My dad and my brother's on the other side saying, Mum's had a brain hemorrhage and she has a less than 1% chance of surviving. She spent close to a year recovering in a wheelchair, and my dad, family members, and I would take her out and we'd put a blanket over her. It would have skid marks on it. We'd have to throw it in the wash. It would get stuck between the wheels. And if it rained, it was wet and she would get wet. I was like, there has to be another way out there. My mother was a nurse for 45 years. She gave back to society. She took pride in the way she dressed, and there was nothing there that reflected who she was or what she would look like. And I wasn't going to have that. So that's why Kozy Wheels was created, to create joy-inducing, emotionally uplifting, functional wheelchair blankets. So we've improved it in terms of having a Velcro strip to open, so it adjusts to all kinds of sizes, and you can even fit a catheter in there and adjust with the Velcro. Velcro strips so that it can adjust to the person's size. And the best part is the mesh at the bottom, so people who wear shoes, the blanket doesn't get dirty and you don't have to throw it into the wash every single time. Whether you're a child in a hospital or an adult going to a game or grandma in a retirement home, you deserve to reflect who you are and have a choice and preserve your dignity. So that's why Kozy Wheels is going to create different kinds of patterns for the wheelchair blankets. We're looking to license it out to Disney, NFL, NBA, and even the Paralympics, because I have big goals. This is not just a product. For me, it's about dignity and a movement. The wheelchair market is worth $4.2 billion. And in 2030, it will double to 9.2. In 2019, my daughter on her 17th birthday ended up in the ICU at CHOP because both of her lungs collapsed. We were one of the fortunate ones to walk out with her alive. And back in 2019, I made a vow that I wanted to give back in a big way. So for every 2 wheelchair blankets that are sold, I would like to give one to charity or a hospital to put smiles on kids' faces, to have the characters that they want on the wheelchair blankets and things that truly reflect them. So Titans, I'm asking you to come on this journey with me to provide people not just with design, but dignity, and not just wheelchair blankets, but cozy hugs.
Right, you've got to give us some more detail on the business itself.
It is a completely new startup. It's an idea, and this is the first product that's ready to go.
Is it patented?
I have a utility patent on it.
Show me why this is different than someone just putting a blanket on their lap.
It's designed to fit into the wheelchair, whereas the blanket just goes
now
over.
I see.
There'll be Velcro straps here that adjust,
Okay.
and people of all different sizes in all different wheelchairs. But to me, the most common sense part is that this is a mesh. So people who are going out and have their shoes in here, it doesn't get dirty, and there's an opening here just to provide air. But the material's much better quality, and it just fits with a wheelchair blanket.
It'd be good if insurance got behind it and like gave one and said like, you know, because that person is, you know, has less mobility, etc. They're able to just get one and they can put it on their insurance.
Yes, that's
My
actually a
thought
great
with this
idea.
is, what a better thing to do than go to your local team and have them purchase the blankets and donate them to the local hospitals.
Genius.
Yeah.
What is the patent in?
It's a provisional patent, but it's the Velcro.
It hasn't been granted yet.
No, so it's
Okay.
it's the Velcro strips, and it's the mesh at the bottom.
I see.
Because if it's a zip, it's hard to put a catheter, if somebody's wearing a catheter, to put that in there and
I
adjust it.
see. Is that something you're talking about for daily use, or just when it's cold, or like how do you see it being used?
So initially, I
Yeah.
thought it was when it was cold.
Okay.
But if you think about retirement homes and hospitals, a lot of the time they're cold anyway because of the germs, and they keep the temperature low. So I believe that this is a universal product and global.
Does it do different colors?
Well, that's the goal. We're going to do different patterns, different colors. My dream is to have kids have their characters on them, or grandmothers in retirement homes have pictures of their grandkids on it, and start conversation, but be a true reflection of who they are.
Okay, so how much money are you looking to raise?
$500,000.
Okay, well, don't.
Why do you hesitate?
Yeah, don't hesitate. Why are you hesitating?
$500,000. The reason being, the concept is to provide generic patents right now, do proof of concept and blow it up, and then go and get licensing
So
deals.
how do you spend the $500,000?
So marketing, probably about $50,000. Manufacturing of the product, each product costs $19.95 right now, but sells from anywhere between $70 to $110. Manufacturing of 4 or 5 different SKUs, which will probably come up to about $150,000. Licensing deals, I'd like to start with Disney, because the Disney theme parks where people can buy them, and retirement homes, and then after having proof of concept, build it out more.
Have you identified a manufacturer?
Yes,
Is it U.S. or foreign?
the person's in the US, but it's manufactured foreign.
You have someone that's going to manage it, but it's going to be actually produced overseas.
Absolutely.
This the only prototype you have?
Yes.
I would get a couple more made, since they're not that expensive to make, with some of your family members or children, you know, pictures of kids, because that's a great idea. Because if they look at it, this is my opinion, and it's just kind of plain. If you're trying to go for that, because I know it takes time to get the licensing with Disney to see, there's jumping through hoops and all of that. This show is a great way for people to say, I really like the product, I like her, I want to invest in it, I want to help. But organically, you're going to have to, as you're waiting for those dollars, to really to grow this out that way.
Great, thank you.
I think getting like Paralympics behind it would be an amazing start. Like imagine all those Olympians, like wearing it, however you get that endorsement deal, however you make that happen, it has to be your goal and you just go for it.
Right.
I think that there are a lot of people that either are themselves bound to a wheelchair or they have a relative that is, that would all want this. So as you think about structuring your fundraising and your crowdfunding campaign, I would strongly suggest that what you do is you give them one of these, a product, as part of their investment. I think people would really, really respond to that. So I really encourage you to think about that.
That's a great idea.
I love that
We've
idea.
had guests on here before that have done something like that. It works fantastic.
Huge advantage of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea. Thank you.
You know, whatever your minimum is, hey, if you do this, you get a free one. He's right. That's a home run.
I would love to see you begin taking orders, exactly for that, with the understanding that delivery is going to be, 2 months or 3 months, whatever it might be. But let people start buying an interest in your company, buying the blanket now, and you could use that capital to start manufacturing and fill those orders. Because people watching this, they could scan that QR code right now and start. And you could start raising money and get this product out because it deserves to be out there. And I think people will feel really good about getting behind you personally. I think that you're genuine, you're legitimate, you're sincere.
Great story.
You're smart. You know what you're doing. You've got a direction. I think people will gravitate to that, and it'll resonate with a lot of people. So think through that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you so
we're going to do our
much.
best to help support you.
Thank you. I learned so much. I got so many ideas. I know where I can improve. It's an amazing feeling, and it really does make you feel like your dreams can come true when you come on this show.
This is one of those niches that people haven't really thought about. And when you can find those, they can become incredibly lucrative.
She should come on the show again as a follow-up. She's one of those that
Yeah.
you want
I
to see
think
what
you're
happens
right.
next because it's early in the game.
I think you're
I
right.
just wish they had one to fit with Dave so Dave could come sit with me, have some cookies and milk.
Exactly.
They get a special one with Dave. He wraps his ass up in, zips it up real quick, come sit on Daddy's lap, eat some cookies and milk.
Right.
It worked out
Daddy.
perfectly. Right, Dave?
I love it. I'll get some Velcro for your shirt as
Oh
well.
my God. The belly's popping out. Yeah.
So you may have remembered that Raymond Computing, formerly known as Stark Drones, gave a pitch on May 15th, which was out when our episode aired. Since then, we worked on the next variation of the compute module, and this module will allow for better launches. It will allow for further data capabilities, and the pre-succeeding launches to test the compute module version 1 sort of helped us plan ahead for V2 and V3.0. But in terms of data compression and latency and being able to offer internet plans, this is a huge milestone up, and we're basically working on the next variation of computing that could process data better, compress network packets, and offer accessible internet.